first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Rawls. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Third and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Sherrills. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. In motion, right, Baldwin. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's brought down after a good game. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Throwing now is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go!
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is SCIACMKC. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. SCIACMKC, 94 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That good for 22 and a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel inside.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with Rawls. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They run with the power back. Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Sherrill's to return it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Malik McDowell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
First down, this is Rawls. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Wilson finding Kearse, and it's a Seattle first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Shakes off the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Wilson to give to Rawls. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now it's Wilson. And that's Curse for the Seattle touchdown, hauling it in. Jermaine Curse as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Hurry up, here we go. Check, Patriot. Green, 39, Philly, here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down. They go again with Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense. And
he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. K.J. Wright from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Handoff comes to Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
They run it with McKinnon. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short. Now, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Anthony Barr. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And He gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Blue, line it. No. Check, Patriot.
A give. This is Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff left to Rolls. He finds an opening past the 40. There goes Thomas Rolls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rolls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here we go.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. Room here to run. There goes Thomas Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And partner, a little bit of a Bronx cheer from this crowd because that's the first down they have gotten, and we're in the 4th quarter.
So you have to flip it over and look at what the defense has been doing. I mean, it's very simple to say, wow, they haven't gotten a 1st down. What are they doing wrong offensively? Oftentimes that means the defense is beating them to the punch, beating them to the hole each and every time, faster to the football, and I think that's what we've seen in this game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch left. Stop right there. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs.